We are going to be talking about day trading and why is it so attractive for many, and why, it's something you should consider, that you even consider, clicking on this video. So I could almost promise you this, okay? Because we don't know each other, but what I'm trying to do, with my YouTube channel is really make content, for a younger version of myself that really needed this. When I first started trading, I would listen to many people, and it wasn't always the best advice, my guys. So what I could almost promise you is by the end of this video, you're gonna have a much better understanding what is trading, why you should consider it, and what are some actionable steps for you to get the G life, the good life. What are some actionable steps for you to improve in your trading? Stick along to the end of the video, my guys. When it comes down to it, why do people have this interest in trading, okay, in day trading? It's because they want to make FU money. They want to make, so much money, they don't know what to do with it. When you're making so much money, you don't know what to do with it. You get to have, pretty much you go to the free world, it's called. It's a world where everything is free because it doesn't affect your bank account because you're making so much income. Everything feels free, my guys. So you get the nice cars, the nice houses, the nice vacations. You could give back to charity. You could do anything, freedom with your decisions. This is the main reason why, many people seek trading, because this is what's possible, if you apply yourself, okay? If you apply yourself and if you don't give up. That's the main indicator right there. The main key thing, if you don't give up, because you can learn the strategy, okay, that I use. You can learn like profitable strategies, okay, from profitable traders, but it doesn't matter, if you learn it, okay? What really matters is if you apply it and you never give up, okay? Because when you come down to it, many people come into trading, with the mindset of they're gonna get rich quick, and that is never the case, okay? Don't have that mentality, because that mentality is of a gambler, okay? A gambler thinks they're gonna get rich quick, and in most cases they're not. They're gonna go broke much faster, okay? So the real truth when it comes to trading is you're gonna want to come to it with a longer mentality, okay? And it's not necessarily, a huge time frame that you would expect if you would work a 9 to 5. Many people that work 9 to 5, work for that for 40, 50, 60 years, and by the end of it, they're still broke, okay, with no time left, okay? So when you try to learn a high income skill such as day trading, okay, many people has to realize you're learning something that once you master it, you're able, to make significant amount more money than people who never believed in themselves and they stayed in their 9 to 5. So if you are interested in learning trading, this is something I encourage you to do. And I'm here. You can see me as a mentor, a teacher, a coach, overall a tool for you to get to where you want to be at, my guys. Because in all reality, okay, you need the right mentors, you need the right community. So hit that subscribe button, because this channel will be dedicated to improving you and your trading abilities. We're raising winners every single day. Okay, so what it comes down to it, why do you want to learn about day trading? Okay, first off, it's a skill that's difficult. And the reason it's difficult because it yields high income. It yields you to be able to earn high income. Okay, it's a high income skill. If it was, a easy skill to learn, you best believe it wouldn't produce high income. So this is the main reason why you should seek it, okay? Because it brings you the ability to, be free, to make FU money, to do what you want, when you want, go where you want, help those in need, it gives you freedom in all decisions, okay, my guys? So if you, okay, ever thought it is possible, my guys. It is possible to become a profitable trader, but it all comes down to it, to not only having the right strategy, okay, but, also having, other key things we'll be talking about. So, my guys, let me give you an analogy. Okay, when I look at trading, okay, we're looking at the Bitcoin chart here. When I look at trading, what I see, brother G's, what I see is a battlefield. Okay, what I see is a battlefield. The red army versus the green army. Okay, and you as the trader, you as a soldier in this battlefield, Okay, this is you. Okay, this is me. This is all of us that are in trading. Okay, in the beginning, it's hard. You're confused. You look at yourself like, oh my God, it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna become profitable. Yes, it is possible. Okay, you take this journey. You have that mentality that you're gonna make it. You take that leap of faith. You take that leap of faith, and not only believing in yourself, but doing what most people don't want to do, and it's try to escape. Try to escape the 9 to 5. Try to escape the matrix. Try to escape your current reality, your current financial reality. Our reality. The more you go, the more difficulties you're gonna go. It's a whole journey. You gotta understand that the trading is a journey. It's war. So many people don't have to realize that it's war, my guys. If it was so easy, everybody will learn it. So trading is war, my guys. It's when you're looking at you running through the battlefield, falling. You gotta get back up. You can't quit, my soldier. You cannot quit. Because in all reality, I could tell you my story. My story was, when I first got into trading, I turned. Okay, I can tell you about my whole career trading. I've been trading since 2021, my guys. I've turned 10,000 to 100,000. Okay, I've turned in meme coins. I've turned 100,000 to over $1 million. And in trading, I've done this like multiple times, my guys. But this has been a year's journey. And guess what happened, my guys? What we're gonna talk about next is risk management. Because in all reality, if you're here running, okay, and you're here believing in yourself, and you're here in these trenches, what's gonna happen is, if you don't have proper risk management, let's say you have the strategy, but you don't have proper risk management, it doesn't matter how much money you make. Let's say you make 10,000, 100,000, a million. It does not matter how much money you make if you don't have proper risk management. What's gonna happen is you're gonna lose a lot of money. Okay, because without proper risk management, that's what blows up accounts, and nobody really talks about this. But the one thing I could tell you, and I wish somebody would tell me years ago, was to withdraw and put money in your bank. Take out profits, because in all reality, best believe, when I made a significant amount of money in the beginning, I would forget to press that withdraw button. I would forget it, and I would give it back to the market, my guys. So that's something that you have to learn early on as a trader, is to learn proper risk management. And I feel like risk management really comes down to the individual, because I could tell you, like, look, little Johnny, like, just risk 1% of your account per trade, or risk 2% account per trade. But I really feel like this is something that is, student by student. Some people could risk, in a trade 10,000. Some of us could risk in a trade 1,000. Some of us could risk even more. It depends, or $100. Depends where you're at. But in our reality, just like when you go to the gym, okay, do you go to the gym once a year? No, you go to the gym consistently. Same thing with trading. Okay, in the beginning, okay, I would say in the beginning, don't trade with significant amount of money, guys. In the beginning, you have to get your reps and your sets in. You have to learn the strategy. Okay, once you learn a proper strategy, if you look at the bio down below, I'm gonna give you, my pretty much my overall strategy and how I trade. It's in the Telegram link below. It's an in-depth strategy that I use, and overall you can get an idea, how I trade. So make sure that by the end of the video, you get inside the free Telegram link in the bio. Okay. Other than that, when you are trading, my guys, you're gonna want to get your reps and sets in. So in the beginning, okay, you're gonna want to learn a strategy. Okay, because what's gonna happen is if you learn a strategy, okay, but then you don't learn the proper risk management, okay, you're gonna be like me back in 2021, making multiple six figures and not withdrawing it, giving it back to the market. And that was a time where I was in euphoria mode. And I'm pretty sure if you're from that era of 2021, a lot of us had made money, and then we didn't, take profits, or we didn't withdraw it. And what happens is when you go through euphoria, okay, you think you're in the top of the world, okay, and you think once you think you're top of the world, you think that's never gonna go back down to reality. And the reality is, if you don't withdraw your money, if you don't take profits, The market, it has a way of doing it that you could give the money back and boom, okay, you have to start back. And if you don't have, proper risk management, it's gonna be hard for you to go back to the top. So that's some alpha right there, my guys. When it comes down to it, I would suggest to you, once you feel comfortable of trading, once you have a good understanding of it, once you have your reps and sets in, now you can start trading with an amount that's comfortable to you. Okay. And what I could say this, my guys, one of my students in my Discord actually, started becoming profitable thanks to my strategy. So when it comes down to it, if you are still listening to this video and if you are a serious trader, okay, what I, could do in these YouTube videos is very limited to what I could do inside, my G Trenches Mastermind. Because when it comes down to it, with my G Trenches Mastermind, I, offer ongoing support. I offer ongoing support plus a consultation for traders who want to improve the trading proficiency. So if you are really down to want to take it serious this year and make yourself a profitable trader, you're gonna want to hang out with profitable traders. Okay, inside my G Trenches Discord Mastermind, you're able to ask questions consistently. We'll answer. You're able to then talk to other traders who've been in the same, overall situations that you find yourself in as a new trader, and we're able to improve it. You're able to improve much faster. Because how are you gonna, become profitable, if you don't have education? That's what it really comes down to. So you really need education in your life, and especially when it comes to trading, in order for you to, become, a much better trader faster. So when I say to new traders, like, have this mentality, of a 1 year, 2 year time frame to improve your trading. What I offer you in my Discord, is a 1 year access to my Discord, because I really do feel like that 1 year is really gonna change your life, and by the end of that year, you're gonna be such in a better, mentality, such a better understanding of trading, and that's what we're here for. We're here to help new traders. So if that's something that you want to get into, okay, also it's in the link below. Okay, you could send me your DM, to see if you want to, if you're able to qualify for the G Trenches. Because when it comes down to it, it is really for only real serious traders. So it is not open to the public. That's something you are curious in entering. You want to be profitable like Johnny. You're gonna want to send me a DM on Telegram or send me an email. Okay, it's in my bio. Aside from that, my guys, don't forget to click the subscribe button, because this is one of many videos we're going to be doing, to overall talk the truth about trading and how you can improve yourself and just overall become a G. That's what it comes down to it. So if you have learned something in this video, okay, something that's, hopefully you're going to be able to apply it, okay, you're going to be able to apply it, then hit, drop your comments down below. We're here to answer any questions. What it really comes down to it is really the mentality you have, the strategy, and the proper risk management. Those are the key takeaways. Again, the free Telegram is in the bio, link below, and we'll catch you in the next video.